Previously on The Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure.
Ha, aren't echoes the coolest? What should I yell next?
I've got one for you guys.
Breaking! Wow, that was a good one. Oh my god! That map's being shattered!
Uh-oh.
It's collapsing in the village, Lloyd!
Ah, shit. Okay, maybe that was one barrier I shouldn't have broke. Right, guys? Lord, everybody's dead because of you. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
And now back to breaking every barrier! Ah! Hello!
NicoB! Back with some more of The Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure. When we last left off, we continue our day's quests as we help the Capua family deliver the correct packages, leading to us confronting a little demon child that's actually an inanimate object, who had us retrieving her inanimate object doll sister. Cool! Just another normal fucking day, Crossbell. We also come to the realization that Minith, the man looking to buy up land from Amorica, may not be who he says he is, and is actually out to con everybody, which we discover thanks to the help of Grimwood, the man that basically exists to get us out of every bind. And using our amazing ingenuity and basically a bunch of evidence that has shown that he's been doing this in the past, we managed to convince Derek Dicksucker that this guy is actually a piece of shit, and he finally listens. Now you're going to jail. Well, not if my knife-wielding dogs have anything to say about it. The fuck were you even keeping those things? How do they all fit in that little van of yours? I'm too evil to answer any of these questions. See you, losers. Ah, damn it, he got away. That's all right. We're gonna kill him one day. One day, penguins. And you guys pointed out something very interesting about this character, and it's actually kind of crazy. And someone who did a good job of that was Rhymetime365, who last episode said, the Capua quest serves two purposes. On the surface, it's a fun little nod to past games and some world building, but the deeper purpose comes from it happening at the same time as the Minith quest. The writers are being very sneaky here. They made both quests happen side by side as a subtle nudge so players might connect Minith's scam with what happened to the Capua family. It's easy to miss because they never spell it out, and it's hard to keep track of everything. But I respect how they sometimes leave these hard to spot connections for players to discover because it makes the aha moments more satisfying when you do spot them. And yeah, if we go back to what do you know, fucking Trails the Third, it's always Trails the Third, isn't it? And if you look in, and if you remember from Sundor 1 in that game, where we got basically a sneak peek of what happened to the Capua family, right? When they lost all their money and inheritance, we get a little CG, and look who we got here in that CG. It's Mr. Monopoly Man Minith himself. Holy shit, wow. Wow. So likely the incident that Grimwood was bringing up, it was in reference to the Capua family. Wow, that's pretty cool. That's pretty fucking insane. Details, details, details. That's all Trails is. These guys, these fucking psychos, they must have like a billion notes for like every little NPC and interaction so they can like reuse it in some way. And isn't it amazing how so much of this shit ends up coming back to Trails the Third again? Trails the Third is like the missing link of Trails games here. Or if you can't seem to remember, like, why does this seem familiar to me? It probably came from Trails the Third. But yes, I went into the Capua quest thinking it was going to lead to Josette, Kyle, and the Don showing back up again, but nope. In fact, it was just there for an insanely subtle reference to another Trails the Third moment. And this stupid monocled fuckface literally is responsible for an entire plot line for these three characters. What the fuck? But anyway, Ride Time, thank you so much for your incredibly accurate comment and for always letting us know what time it is. And it's that reason you are comment of the day. By the way, I asked you guys for more Penguin Kia. I can't get enough Penguin Kia, and you guys fucking delivered in spades again. So huge thank you. We got one from Kazan here. It's adorable. And this one by Kumameter, whose art I love. I love how dynamic she is. She's so cute. Quantum Burst. Classic Penguin with their fan art. Wonderful. Gia Raposa with the fan art. Oh my goodness. And of course, Ananiers. Thank you guys. These are all freaking beautiful and adorable as shit. Don't stop, penguins. I'm still not satiated. If you've got a penguin Kia living deep inside you, I urge you to let it out. Set it free. Set pen to paper and set it free. We must spread the cult of Penguin Kia, and we must indoctrinate the world. It's the only way. But if you guys keep making them, I will continue to show them off here. Every piece of fan art fills my dark soul with light. and just fills me with so much freaking joy. I really hope that someday, assuming Kia doesn't like die at the end of this game, which she fucking better not, or otherwise I'm dropping this series. If she continues to like show up again later, I hope she comes back and she's older and she gets to be like a party member, and then like she gets a costume and it's the penguin costume. And you like wear into fights and shit. That'd be awesome. Or if she just puts the penguin costume on in general. It doesn't even need to be like some extra costume. Maybe it's like her like move set. She has like penguin powers or something. God damn, that'd be the best thing ever. But yeah, like before, if you have any more fan art, please shoot to me over on Twitter. Please and thank you. And Penguin Kia thanks you too. All right, so we have done everything for this day, which means we can finally get on with the main quest. What was I even doing again? Oh yeah, we gotta go to Rosenberg Studio, which is probably gonna lead us to fighting some more bullshit, right? Let's be honest. There's no way this dude Jorg isn't gonna be like, well, yeah, so you guys are here, I guess might as well test out my new crazy angel dolls or some bullshit. I wonder if we're gonna actually head to the ancient battlefield again. We will at some point, because that's where the last fish is too that I need to get. Hey, look, a moving truck. Is this guy going somewhere? Hey, it's Heinz. That's the guy that works at Arkansas, works in the back. Thank you again, Meister. You've been a great help. With these, we'll be all set for the debut of our new performance in a couple of days. Yosipov, your troop is far too demanding with this request. Each and every one of them. During the automata may have been working off, but designing an entirely new stage sit on top of that. I'm a busy man, you know. I really do apologize. Ilya and the troop leader can have some pretty lofty standards sometimes. The extra mechanism they asked you to install was something they just couldn't live without. It doesn't matter now. I have no issue with lending my studio's expertise to service your plays. I'm sure the goddess would prefer it to the alternative. Thank you? Come to think of it, Meister. You're saying Meister. We haven't received your response to our invitations yet. Arkansas will be honored to have you attend the show. It'll be our pleasure after the amazing set and automata you provide us with. Your mirrors thinks enough. I appreciate the gesture, but as I said, I'm a busy man. Oh. This motherfucker's a hermit. Told him he wouldn't go for it. Still, I'd love for him to see how his hard work is being used on stage at least once. Pardon us. Ayo, Heinz Ketchup, how's it going, my dude? Wait, aren't you the SSS? We are. You're the stage technician from Arkansas, correct? Yep, name's Heinz. In charge of props and equipment and such. What are you all doing out here? Come to see the Meister? Something like that. We had a little matter we want to consult him about. Are you here to pick up a commission? Yeah, we had ordered for an automaton tune-up and some new set pieces. It was kind of on short notice with the debut of the revival performance coming up, but you did us a real solid getting it done so quickly. Oh boy, tell you the truth, everyone in the troop owes the Meister a Torum. You don't say. Speaking of which, isn't the revival performance only a couple of days away? That's right. Ilya and the others are kicking into high gear right about now. Heck, I've been getting into it myself with all these changes we made. Have you now? Sounds like you're all primed to put on a real box office hit. That's the idea, but whoops. I'm a little behind schedule. Gotta get back there and set this all up. See you guys later. Stop by and say hi to everyone when you get the chance. We'll be sure to. Be careful on your way back. We already knew the Meister was born behind Arkansas's theater magic and all. But man, kind of makes you forget this place has ties with the society, huh? That it does. Well, at least we know the Meister is in right now. I'm not sure if he'll be willing to tell us anything about the society, but we'll never know if we don't ask. Right. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, I suppose. Once you're to the doll studio, you will be unable to visit other areas outside of Crossbell City for the rest of the day. All right, yeah, I think wait, hold on, let me just do a safety save real quick. Just in case I suddenly remember, oh shit, that child that cat I randomly talked to back in the beach area from fucking like 8 episodes ago. I forgot again. God damn it. Gotta reload the whole fucking game again to get that one chapter on. Yes, fucking kill me. I gotta do everything else all over again. Ah! Lloyd used the iron knocker attached to the gate. Knock, knock. Excuse us. This is the Crossbell Police Special Support Section. Meister Rosenberg, we'd like to have a word with you.
There's no need to shout. My hearing is still perfectly fine. Whatever business you have must be important if you come all this way. I don't have very much time to spare, but I'll make an exception this once, so as long as you keep things short.
Okay, you want to attack us with some dolls? Oh, god damn it. It's a lot like earlier with the living child doll.
What?
She's so cute. A Rosenberg doll? An automated one by the looks of it.
It's not gonna explode, is it?
Enter. The little one will guide you. See to it that you don't wander anywhere you're not supposed to.
Oh, I'm actually going inside for once.
I guess it can't talk. I thought I was expecting it to.
Get low to this gal. Sure doesn't look like any machine I've ever seen.
Mind taking us to where your master is, little miss?
Bow.
I think we're supposed to follow her? Right. We probably shouldn't keep the Meister waiting.
Ouroboros. What kind of enemy are we dealing with?
Interesting, so you can't just like, okay, yeah, you can't leave. Anything else out here? Hidden chest in the corner, or? No? Wow, finally going inside this place. There's a lot more metal in here than I was expecting. I want to go the other ways, though. I know there are some fucking talking chests in there. More pieces of trails to the chest. Deuce. Lloyd and the rest of the SS then follow the automaton inside. After going through what felt like a maze, they emerged in an underground section of the studio.
What is this place?
And there's the Ouroboros symbol.
It's incredible.
Hey, look who it is. I think technically we have seen a little bit of this. I believe. I can't remember if it was in this game or the last game, but I think we did see a little bit of the inside of his studio. It did. I kind of forgotten that it is basically, yeah, just a big metal workshop.
Whoa!
Sup, Potter Motter?
Is that it? The giant archaism you mentioned before?
Yeah.
Ren used it back at the Sun Fort.
Unless she called it Potter Motter. Kind of surprised it's here. I figured it would be with her.
So this is where it's been.
The hell's all this mechano crap doing down here anyway? That's supposed to be a doll studio.
I believe those terminals are connected to the orbital network. This must have been where Kitty was remotely hacking the network.
Well, what is it you want?
Meister York, thank you for allowing us to come and speak with you. We had a few questions we were hoping to ask.
I'm just curious, what does this voice sound like in Japanese? Bit higher than I was expecting.
Would they, by any chance, happen to be about what Campanella has been up to?
So you know.
Do not misunderstand. You're correct that I have ties to the society. In the end, however, I am nothing more than a humble doll maker. I am not directly involved with whatever grand scheme they have planned.
So in other words, you can't tell us exactly what Campanella is plotting to do.
I do not know, nor am I in any position to. However, you should understand that he is an enforcer, not an anguis. He is not authorized to propose plans for the society to pursue. The anguis, rather, the ones who draft such arrangements.
Interesting. I don't know if we ever got that hierarchy. I mean, we sort of saw it, right? That the leader's giving the orders here, but we also, I don't know, like a lot of times we see them following through on plans, right? Well, I was like, sometimes it was hard to tell, what is it always coming from the Anguisse? Is it always them giving those orders? I mean, outside of Ren essentially doing what she was doing last game, right, in Crossbell, which was for herself. Yeah, so it seems everything that they do is essentially for the Anguisse. Was Weisman an Anguisse? He was, right? Technically. He was not an enforcer, I think. Which is, I think, what gave him the right to give orders to all the enforcers.
Now, hold on just a minute. It's a little too much to take in all at once.
Isn't this insider information? Should you really be giving it to us so easily?
It is hardly confidential. There are many on the continent who know of this already. The Church, the Guild, the intelligence agencies are the major powers, and even that is only scratching the surface.
The society is so widely known, yet you still are able to freely continue making dolls here.
As I said, I'm not in a position to know all the society's inner workings. Take the archaisms, for example. The construction relies on technologies from many other workshops besides this one. My studio is but one scale on the ever-coiling serpent. Which is why this church and the guild will never set foot in here without due cause.
I suppose that makes sense. By the way, I can't remember if I mentioned this before, but I said before, I was like, do we see the Ouroboros symbol before? Oh, yeah. It was apparently all across the previous Charles games and on their ships and everything. I just didn't really pay attention to it until this game, apparently.
Suppose that makes sense?
Someone like you was more valuable while you're still attached to the snake, which makes you a handy source of info.
Correct. That being said, the studio has already been preemptively outfitted for any contingencies. Even should you break the front door down with an arrest warrant, all you would find is an empty, meager doll studio. Nothing more. Not even Potter Mater. Well, would you like to try your hand at taking me into custody, having heard all of that? They may not have another chance.
No, that's not why we're here. You've made your point. We'd like to inquire further, if you're willing to answer.
Lloyd, I guess that's all we can do, but it doesn't mean I like it.
A wise decision. I take it you'd like to know something more concrete than veiled statements and broad outlines. Narrow your questions down to 3, and I will answer them if I can.
Fair enough. What 3 things should we ask him about?
Well, you're going to give them to me, apparently. Ask about society's Anguisse. Ask about the society's grand scheme. Ask about the society's relation to the cult. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Weissman was. Who's that chick back there? Like we've seen her before. There's the scientist guy we saw earlier, who's basically this Trail's version of Hojo, right? Is that the leader over there? Oh no, I think there was like another woman that we heard recently at the most recent where Capanello was talking with them. So she might be that other one. Guess why they're showing her just like straight up here though. She's cool looking.
The Anguisse. They are the 7 snake apostles who live and serve to realize the Grandmaster's plans.
I think you mean 6. Weissman's fucking toast, bro. Okay, so there are 6 in total, or 7, 6 now, who are still alive.
Even I do not know all of their identities. However, I'm aware of the Anguisse that will be arriving in Crossbell before long.
Is there any way you can tell us more about them?
One is a man, the 6 Anguisse to be precise. He leads the 13 factories that comprise Ouroboros' technological network. He is the society's greatest theoretician, an engineer with insatiable appetite. Needless to say, he's a contemptible man.
You clearly have a high opinion of him. Just how contemptible are we talking?
He's the sort of man who cares nothing but satisfying his own intellectual curiosity. I'm unsure what he hopes to achieve by coming to this land in person. But I can say this for certain. His arrival is anything but good news for Crossbell.
We'll take your word for it.
He will not be alone, however. The 7th Anguis, the Steel Maiden, will also be coming to Crossbell.
I guess that's why they showed her there.
The Steel Maiden?
It's got an ominous ring if I ever heard one.
She is an enigma, to say the least. Briefly put, she is a masterful warrior whom you have no hope defeating, even if you were to face her all at once.
She's that strong?
Trying to wingman your fellow conspirators, I see.
It was merely a word of warning. Unlike the 6th Anguis, however, the 7th Anguis is a virtuous individual. However, were you to face her unprepared, it would surely cost you your lives.
Okay. The grand scheme. Yeah, it's funny. We don't really honestly... I don't know if we really know what their actual end goal is.
As I already told you, even I'm not familiar with the details. What little I've heard in passing, however, I do know what it's called. The Phantasmal Blaze Plan.
Right, and apparently you guys did clarify this. It really doesn't have anything to do with Phantasma from Trails of Third.
Phantasmal Blaze?
Now there's a name rife with symbolism.
This plan, does it entail causing some sort of widespread incident in Crossbell? Like the one in Liberl last year? That can't be. There's no way we could just let that happen.
Stop making me repeat myself. I do not know the details. What I can tell you is that the Society's intervention here pales in comparison to what happened in Liberl. The Society prefers to operate from the shadows above all else. They aren't the type to make their move on the surface.
Was that supposed to make us feel better? Because it sure as hell ain't working.
Seconded. The fact that you can give us nothing but a name makes whatever they're doing all the more suspect.
Okay, relation to the cult.
The DJ cult, you mean? As far as I know, the two sides never had any direct ties. Having said that, it is a fact that the Society was the one that destroyed the lodge where Ren was being held.
Yeah.
What?
You're referring to Paradise, right?
Yes. My understanding is that the cult used it to lure in and exploit influential individuals from around the continent. In all likelihood, it was brought down because it began to target influential individuals the Society was backing.
Ah. Okay, so it wasn't as virtuous as it sort of seemed, right? Where I was like, damn, these guys are so evil that even our evil society is like, fuck. Nah, conflict of interest here.
Something short of a miracle that Ren survived that place.
That hellhole deserved to get wiped out. It's not like that makes Ouroboros the good guys either. I hope you didn't expect that explanation to win us over.
As I said, I'm only telling you what I know. Take it how you will. That makes 3 questions I've answered. You've taken up enough of my time. I'm going to have to ask you to leave now.
But, Lloyd.
Fine. It's what we agreed to, so we'll just be going. For now. Would you mind if we return for another one of these talks?
If I feel so inclined. Keep the following in mind. It is not only Ouroboros that you should have your sights set on. There are other forces to be cautious of in the wake of Crossbell's bid for independence. Wouldn't you say?
I guess so.
Man's got a point. Sounds like you probably know a thing or 3 about that too.
Maybe so, maybe not. Off you go. Follow the little one like you did on your way here. If you wander off, I can't guarantee your safety.
Where's your bathroom?
Go ahead, try to find it, see what happens.
I am shocked that we didn't find anything. I guess he already remembered us proving ourselves the last time. We have to do it again. Farewell, little crunchy doll thing.
I feel like I just came out of a bad dream. The Phantasmal Blaze Plan, and the 2 Anguis making their way to Crossbell to enact it. It's so fantastical I can barely bring myself to believe it. Just how dangerous are they?
From what I've heard about the liberal incident, very. We can't take the threat they pose lightly. Still, if what the Meister told us is true, whatever they're planning in Crossbell isn't as extensive as it was in Liberal. Wait, whatever they're planning in Crossbell isn't... I thought you said the opposite. Am I drunk? Oh, whatever. I misinterpreted this. What he can tell you is that Sai's intervention here pales in comparison to what happened in Liberal. Okay, so it's not... It isn't... Yeah. I read that as... initially as, oh, this is bigger than Liberal's one. No, it's not quite as bad as Liberal.
And that be a relief. I hear they had an enormous battleship to contend with. Not to mention that giant archaism, Pottermotter.
And to be honest, it sort of makes sense that it wouldn't be because there are so many antagonists here, antagonistic groups here, right? That it's like, I think if they were like, if it was on the level of what like Liberal went through, it'd be like that combined with all the other shit. It would either lead to one, just overpowering all the other baddies, or what I think they're trying to aim for, which is this feeling of like 3 sides or 4 sides. What is it? We have Erebonian Calvard, we've got the Sigmund's group of the Red Constellation, we got Heiue, and then we got Ouroboros. So technically 4, if you count Erebonian Calvard as like sort of in a similar position, right? Technically they are not the same, so I guess you could say 5 then. But if it was like, yes, we're out here fucking gonna shut down everything and blow up the planet, it's like, that kind of would immediately override everybody else's like threat, right? And I think that's the idea, is they want them to all be sort of like an equal threat to an extent. Though maybe in the end here, eventually something will just eventually be so massive and all-encompassing, but it'll be like the last thing. I don't know. And I imagine that whatever it is going to do with Kia, though I don't actually know specifically like what group is interested in Kia at this point. We don't really see it. I don't know if it's actually going to be Ouroboros because they don't seem to have much ties to DG. Seems like they didn't really give a shit about them. Do they even know what Kia is? Or is there going to be like some remnants of the DG cult? So we're at a 6th group to this bullshit or something. Or maybe the governments are interested in her in some way. I don't know. I'm pretty sure she's gonna be a major deal, okay? She's literally on the cover of the fucking box. And she's all glowing and shit. Where'd you get that info? Oh yeah, and also the fucking tower in town being something she recognized, right? Like, what the fuck? Where'd you get that info? First Vision has it labeled as classified.
Don't tell me you hear about these kinds of things while we're working as a host too.
My lips are sealed.
Is something wrong, you two?
Well,
Yeah, just a little. Tia might be able to explain it better than I could. You mind?
I will make an attempt. Having seen the automaton that got us in and out of the studio, it's become clear the society is far more mischievous than they are malevolent.
Mischievous?
Yes, they have more technological prowess than both the Epstein Foundation and Zeiss Central Factory, yet squander it by choice. Considering the research necessary to develop Pottermotter, it would have been more practical to use those same resources to build 50 airships.
You think so?
Perhaps they have a source of funding, one deeper than we may realize. Maybe, but whether you're an army or a crime syndicate, efficiency is typically the highest priority of any organization. Recreation typically doesn't have much of a place there, if at all, but Ouroboros turns all of that right on its head. That makes their motives and rationale all the more baffling to me.
Yeah, it is kind of like, it seems like they just kind of like are fucking around, you know? We don't honestly really know what like the Grand Master's plan was.
I mean, how much of what even Weissman was doing, was it really even what the Grand Master wanted, right? Was that him like going off a little bit off on his own and doing his own thing? I don't know.
I mean, he ended up getting nuked by Kevin in the end. But like, what does the Grand Master even like hope to get? Blow up the world or something? Took the words right out of my mouth. The thing about it is, no matter how many anguish and archaisms they got hiding up their sleeves, the Red Constellation and Heiue are probably more of an actual threat, realistically speaking. And that even taking into account whatever the Empire and the Republic are up to. Right.
That's true. Yeah, because it is true. It's like right now, we're so far, it's just kind of been like Capital fucking with us.
Put all 4 of them into one autonomous state together and you've got a disaster waiting to happen. This kitchen already has too many cooks without the society.
The big question is, what do they plan to bring to the table?
Who's to say? Even backing the terrorists at the trade conference was allegedly a complete whim on their part. They don't seem to have any interest in involving themselves in the conventional power struggles. In that case, would that make what they are working toward as unconventional as everything else they do?
That would mean we're completely in over our heads trying to do anything about it.
All we can say for sure is that whatever it is, it can't be good for Crossbell.
They're gonna make this place into an evil theme park.
At any rate, we should return home for now. I want to relay all of this to the chief. After that, we should do the same for the CGF and the guild. Regardless of what the society is after, the least we can do is make sure we're ready for them.
I agree.
Good call. Back to the city we go. Okay. Funny. So am I like not free to just do whatever I want now? Because they said that like, you know, like once you go in here, it's like, you're gonna be locked out and oh shit. Here we go. I was like, I can just run back?
Oh, my Enigma.
Who could it be?
I think it's the plot calling. I get the feeling someone's in need of our services.
Special support section. Lloyd Bannings speaking.
Lloyd! Thank goodness I finally got a hold of you.
Oh, hi, Fran. Have you been trying to contact us for a while?
I have, but for some reason, none of my calls are able to get through.
Damn fucking services. Damn you, 5G.
I even tried everyone else's enigmas, but they were a total no-go too.
There's been an orbital wave jammer in the basement of the studio. Sorry about that. We ended up wandering out of signal range. What's going on? Do you have any urgent support requests for us?
Not quite, no. Half an hour ago, there was a train derailment on West Crossbell Highway.
A what? Are you serious?
I wish I wasn't. The 2nd Division is en route to investigate the scene. The CGF's on its way too, so there's probably no need for you to go. But I figured I should keep you guys in the loop, just to be safe.
Got it. Thanks for telling us, Fran. If you find out more, let us know as soon as you can.
Roger that. Is something the matter? Did Fran have something important to tell us?
Well,
Lloyd informed the team of the train derailment that took place on the West Crossbell Highway. What the hell?
A derailment? You just went right off the tracks?
yeah. Fran said the 2nd Division and CGF are on their way there, so we can probably leave it to them. Then again,
It would be hard to turn away from something so concerning.
I'll say, the timing is a little too suspicious for my taste. I have my doubts that this was just a mere accident.
Lloyd? What should we do now?
we have until the end of the day to report on what we've learned about the society. For now, let's go to the scene of the accident. We can't overlook the possibility that some sort of foul play was involved, whether from a cryptid or otherwise. At the very least, we can lend a hand investigating the crash site.
Agreed. We should hurry.
Probably best take our new ride. We're looking to get there ASAP. Robocop cannot travel to the scene of the accident. Huzzah! Scene of the accident. Oh, I'm restricted. I am restricted, okay. Train derailment. Whoa! Ambulances! I've never seen this before. Here comes the meat wagon. Woo, woo, woo! The medic comes out and goes, oh my god.
Were those ambulances just now?
Correct. All of them are registered to St. Ursula Hospital.
There were 3 of them too. Damn.
Do you suppose they were transporting those who were injured from the derailment?
Given the timing, I wouldn't doubt it.
Cecile and the rest of the hospital are going to have a long day ahead of them. We have to get to the scene of the accident.
Roger that.
Uh-oh. Buses! Oh, fuck! I was like, are they just like gonna plow through us?
Those buses just now.
They look like the ones used to carry people traveling to and from the Republic. They must be transporting the rest of the passengers that were on the train.
Damn, what a shit show.
It makes me wonder how extensive the scale of the accident is.
Yo, Lloyd, you guys made it. Hey, Franz, so you're on this case too.
Hello there, Noel. Randy, thank you both for coming as well. Of course, good to see you, Dahlia.
Looks like we're in the right place. What's the situation? Hit me, baby.
Commander Bales and the police are currently investigating the scene of the accident.
Inspector Donovan, Detective Reitman from the 2nd Division are leading our department efforts. From what I could tell, it looked like a mess. Train would clean off the tracks. It's going to take a long time to get things cleared and repaired.
And what of the passengers? No fatalities, thank the goddess, but a few were in critical condition. Those most in need of medical attention were carried away by ambulance a little while ago.
Yeah, we saw them on our way here.
And the other passengers, they were transferred to the buses for the remainder of their trip.
Yeah, there was one round of them arranged for the passengers heading for Crossbell City, another for those going to Ulterior. It was chaos sorting it all out.
I can imagine.
It's not every day you have to do damage control for an accident this severe.
Speaking of which, we should make our way to the scene ourselves. Are we clear to pass through? Yeah, you should be good to go. I doubt anyone's gonna complain.
Feel free to head in whenever you're ready.
Aha! Is this, oh, yeah, no, this spot over here. So this is normally, I was wondering about this. So in the last game, right, this leads down to where was that little, that fenced-in spot is, and you can look down at the tracks. But I noticed on the map in this game, for some reason, there's a yellow thing, like, we get across there. I'm like, that's gonna turn to something later. Well, here's that later.
Whatever hit the train caused it to go clean out the tracks. We should be thankful there were no fatalities. It's still gonna take time to repairs to be made. Guys, you help the investigation, right? They look at something on the others missed.
Yeah. Wait. Ah! Fucking just break some shit. The train missed a spot there. Damn, this really is a big accident. We got all the generics out here. Nobody with a fucking name.
Hey, there.
Nobody. Not even you.
Oh no.
There's Mireille. Ah, fuck. I was like, this is still pretty intact. It's, oh, never mind. Oh, blah, blah. Ah, blah, blah. There's Grace. Rains. Donovan Bales.
Oh boy, this is some accident we got on our hands. Do you know what caused the derailment yet?
No. As you can see, the investigation is still underway. The current working theory is that the front car was derailed due to a fallen rock in the track. The rest followed suit.
I almost wonder, is this gonna be like Walled? There's like fucking massive big dick transformation. Is he all morbed out and he just like walked in front of the train and bounced off of him? He's like, ah!
My apologies, but I'm going to have to insist that any members of the media leave the accident site. We need to focus on beginning the cleanup and repair efforts immediately. Get the fuck out of here, Grace! Seriously?
But Commander Bales,
I understand the police would like to prioritize the investigation. However, this is the transcontinental railroad we're standing on, the most important transit line in all Zaburia. We're under pressure from Mayor Croy, the Imperial and Republican governments, and the Railroad Corporation to fix this ASAP. The CGF has no choice but to comply.
I get your logic, ma'am, I really do, but
I'm with a detective. If we don't get to the bottom of what happened here, it could happen again, right? I am aware, however, I can only permit that the investigation be carried out concurrently alongside the repairs. Which will be until this evening at the very latest. That is how long we've been given. The heavy machinery we've requisitioned will be arriving soon. We need to...
Hold on just a moment.
The SSS. Whoa, it's Lloyd and the gang, yeah!
you guys came to scope out the scene too, huh?
Please excuse us, Commander. But did we hear you correctly? You're going to start cleaning up the accident before a proper investigation can be made? You're still a member of the CGF Seeker. I trust you haven't forgotten how vital this rail line is to the Crossbell. I didn't want to put this so bluntly, but if we delay repairing the railroad, it'll give the Empire and the Republic all the excuses they need to intervene. I know that, but it is far from an unlikely scenario, unfortunately.
Not much I can do to protest against an argument like that.
Give me a break. We still have a duty to get to the bottom of this mess.
Commander Bales, give us just 30 minutes. No, until the equipment arrives. We'll get this all sorted out.
I'm gonna use my fucking Lloyd powers. This is just another fucking barrier for me to break mails.
You?
Yes, given Crossbell's current political climate, I'm not ready to chalk this accident up as just an unfortunate coincidence. Don't you think we should at least determine whether there was any foul play involved?
It's also possible this accident is relevant to our cryptid investigation.
Look at it this way. You let us do our thing and everyone walks away with some peace of mind.
Never thought I'd see the day that I would be the impatient one between the two of us, Orlando. Very well, Inspector Donovan. We will start by prioritizing the investigation of the accident scene. Once the equipment arrives, however, our focus will shift to fixing the rails.
You won't hear any complaints from us. Let's do this.
And we'll just stay out of your hair while we collect our material. I've no objections. You're free to look around until the formal repairs begin. On the condition that you in no way interfere with the investigation of the site. Am I clear? Crystal!
Would you mind if we got a first-hand look at the scene as well, Inspector?
Don't even have to ask. We'll tackle it together. You should speak with the conductor. He's resting over there. He'll be your best bet, more likely than not. Unfortunately, the engineer got nicked up in the crash, was taken to the hospital.
Understood.
All right, let's get investigating.
What's the word, Lloyd? You figure anything out?
No, nothing yet. We haven't done anything yet, Grace. What about you, Grace? Do you have any leads that can help with our investigation?
Well, let's see. I'm thinking about it, and I know these kind of accidents can and do happen sometimes. But there's something really off about all this. The timing and location are as bad as they could have been. You're right. Not only is an accident this severe rare, it happened while Crossbell's in a flux over the Independence proposal. It calls into question whether this something was more purposeful than just a twist of fate. I've got my suspicions, but they're just that. Wouldn't want to fill your head with a baseless hunches. Anyway, good luck with your investigation. And if you find anything juicy, you better give me the inside scoop, bitch.
We'll do what we can. Bitch?
Yes, say that to me!
Sorry.
Look at the scene of the accident. It puts chills down my spine. I think I'd be prepared for this working in journalism.
So it's our job to uncover the truth of what happened. It means I have to do to snap as many good shots as I can.
Pictures worth 1,000 words, they say. It's one of these photos could end up containing vital evidence.
Oh my god, fucking Raymond's here too. We really are scraping the bottom of the barrel.
I've got a good look at all this. It was one hell of an accident. Like Helios, there weren't any fatalities.
I believe most passengers who were not taken to the hospital were transferred by bus to the Republic.
Unfortunately, that means we can't take any statements from them now.
Well, somebody's got to work with what you got. Speaking of which, have you spoken with the conductor yet? He's resting by the rock over there. He's too shaken to remember anything useful when you talked to him earlier, but maybe he's calmed down by now. Make sure you hear what he has to say.
What do you suppose happened here?
Look at claw marks, right?
We were thinking a rock might have rolled down the nearby cliff and derailed the train. Hey, this is where it made impact? The possibility is there, given the spherical dent on the side.
I don't know about that. How do you explain those giant scratches here in the center then? When you think about it, the position's a lot farther up than you'd expect too. I think it is. I think it was juiced up walled or something, went over there and whacked the shit out of the train. So I think you see him like walking up to it, right? Hey guys, how's it going? Bam!
I don't think a simple fallen rock would have left marks like these.
If that's the case, then just what did collide with the train?
So he's over there by the rock? What rock? Oh, there it is.
Ugh, what a day. I should be thinking to God I'm okay. At least compared to the poor people who got carted away by those ambulances. I've never seen a train fly off the track so violently before.
You're the conductor, correct? If you wouldn't mind, could you give us your account of what happened at the time of the derailment?
Sure, if that's what you want. I'll do my best to tell you how it happened. The detective over there asked me earlier, but I think I was still too shaky to give a halfway decent statement. It all happened so suddenly, you know? I couldn't help being a little loud of it.
It's perfectly understandable, with how severe the accident was. I can't expect you to recall every little thing. Any normal person would be in shock if you're going through something like that.
Exactly. As things stand, even the tiniest detail could prove helpful. Do you remember seeing or hearing anything suspicious? Anything at all?
Suspicious? Well... Oh, now you mention it, yeah, maybe. Something spring to mind? It was right before the derailment happened. I was on the comms with the engineer. He just started yelling out of nowhere. I remember shouting, "What is that?" or something along those lines. The accident happened moments later.
The front car derailed and the rest of them followed one after another. And well, you know the story goes from there. I'm out here talking to you.
Evidently, the engineer was caught by surprise.
From the sound of it, he must have seen something he couldn't believe. Which leaves us with one question. What was it that he spotted? Yeah. What the fuck is that? Hey, Mirai, how's the repair work going?
I would say it's proceeding just as well as the investigation is. But until the heavy machinery arrives to help smooth the train itself, there's only so much we're able to do. For now, the best we can manage is to clear the debris from the tracks.
I figured that'd be the case. We can lend a hand if you need it.
No, you don't have to put yourself out. The 6 of you should focus on figuring out what happened. We'll inform you if you discover anything that might help.
Raymond, did you see anything?
Investigate individual cars much we could, just to be thorough. Unfortunately, I didn't turn up anything. No clues to be had.
You're sure? Not one thing suspicious on a train that large?
Not really. Just the passenger's luggage in there now. Nothing seemed off about any of it. All signs pointing to the derailment being caused by some external force.
Yeah, I guess so. There's the scrape on the side.
This would be the locomotive, the most essential car of the train. Without one, it would be unable to move at all. Inside is the engineer's cab and the orbital engine, produced by the Reinford Company.
That's all very educational and all, but doesn't something about this seem off to you?
I was just thinking the same thing. It's not nearly as much damage on it as I would have pictured.
You're right. It's a little unnatural considering it's the frontmost car.
Thinking about it, had it collided with something head on, it wouldn't still be this pristine. Whatever caused the derailment must have hit from somewhere else.
Yeah, like scraped up against the wall here. It literally just got whacked off the fucking tracks. Whack! Whack!
How much longer until the heavy machinery we need to move the train cars arrives?
Within 30 minutes, ma'am.
Well, the investigation, though, that may take even longer, correct? If you don't get at least one of these tracks ready to operate by evening, I can only imagine the problems it would cause.
If, Guardsman, I don't think you'll have any need to worry about that. The cleanup and repair efforts will be complete as planned, when planned. Anything less is not an option. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, ma'am. There she goes, bringing down the jackboot.
Well, she is Commander Bales.
We should be grateful she's willing to give us as long as we need for a complete investigation. Let's make it up to her by getting to the bottom of this accident.
Okay, what am I missing here? Rub my face against this thing. Oh. Old Fiasco really did a number of the tracks. They're all torn up. Judging by the damage, I'd say the derailment started right around here.
Can't believe the train ended up blocking both sides of the track at once. Well, imagine how terrified the passengers must have been when it went off the rails.
Yeah. Damn.
They scraped the fuck out of the wall. Look at the marks on the cliffside. They're enormous. It's like the whole surface has been carved into.
Parts of the ground have been gouged out too. The train must have derailed toward the left-hand side.
Quick question. Why do you suppose these streaks on the wall are so blue?
I believe those would be flecks of paint.
Right. Got that blue shit, baby.
That's gotta be it. You can tell it's the same color as the train cars themselves. After the train derailed, it must have scraped against the rocks for a ways, leaving those blue skid marks.
No doubt, but look how far along they run. How would the train even stay against the wall for that long?
Looks like we need to rethink the actual circumstance that led to these marks.
Yeah, man, it's like just like push it into the wall.
Okay, I think we gathered as much intel here as we can.
We have? Already? Enough for Lloyd, anyway.
That's right, I'm a fucking god.
It better be enough for him, because I sure as hell haven't connected any dots.
I may have put a thing or two together on my end.
What's our next step? Should we review the information we have thus far?
Yeah, let's do that. We should call over the commander and Inspector Donovan, too.
So, has your investigation yielded anything insightful?
That's the hope. First, I want to address the possibility of the derailment being caused by a fallen rock on the tracks. From our investigation, I believe it's safe to rule out that possibility.
Really? Why?
Shut up, Raymond. I take it you have some line of reasoning to back that claim up.
Naturally, you see. The engineer's cry heard by the conductor. Less damage at the front of the locomotive. The dent on the right side of the locomotive. It'll be the dent on the right side. Well, I could see that could be a vital clue to understanding the facts, but I don't think it discredits the theory entirely. There's a rule that the dent was caused by a rock rolling down the... Well, it's like fucking claw marks, though. Oh, fuck it. Shut up. God damn it, I hate these. There's giant claw marks on the side, though. And the angle was weird. What are we talking? I guess the engineers cry, then? Oh, fucking... I'm gonna stab you. Fine, the fucking less damage on the front of the locomotive.
We found more than a few areas of suspicion during our investigation.
I feel like all these things discredited a bit, to be honest, but fine, whatever.
But the decisive factor was how pristine the front of the locomotive still was.
I mean, my thought process was like, well, if the boulder came from like a different spot, right? Not obviously the front. Well, it could have like fallen down the mountain and hit it from the side or something, right?
Could you explain further? It's true there's less damage to the front, but what does that prove?
Logically, if the derailment was caused by a falling rock laying on the tracks, the train would have collided with it head on. For the mass of a high-speed train to lose balance and derailment, the impact would have to be substantial. If that really happened, then the evidence of it would be more apparent.
Oh, I think I get it.
When all said and done, the front of the first car is hardly dinged up at all. So the rules out the initial and most obvious explanation.
Indeed it does. As a fact we can't afford to overlook. In that case, what do you suspect of the true cause of the derailment?
At first, I had to consider whether this was possibly the work of some kind of explosive.
Explosive? You're saying this could have been a Jaeger operation? Or worse, a terrorist group?
I'll admit my mind wandered there pretty quickly, too. That's why I kept my eyes peeled for as far as I could tell. Weren't any traces of explosives.
I would hope not. We'd already counted for them. We didn't find anything of the sort either.
So after ruling that out, there's only one other possibility left remaining. There's indeed a collision, but not from the front. Whatever it was rammed itself onto the train from the right-hand side.
Excuse me?
Rammed? Like what, like on purpose? That's insane.
Is it starting to sound less like a train derailment and more like a car chase? Now I understand. That would explain the dent on the right side of the locomotive.
Yeah, here's the way I think it went. First, our unknown culprit landed right next to the train as it barreled down the track at full speed. That was likely the moment the conductor heard the engineer yelling on the comms. After that, the assailant began to run along the train before ramming it from the right, causing the dent.
Fucking ran alongside it.
The force led to the leading locomotive to derail toward the left-hand side. But our assailant didn't stop at that. He continued to push the locomotive into the cliff on the far end. From there, the train eventually skidded to a stop, leaving marks on the rocks along the way. As for the cars following behind, they end up scattering off the rails in every direction. That's my working hypothesis, given what we know right now. Huh.
Well done.
Really our guy's little brother, you know? Hell, your sleuthing skills may even be better than his.
No kidding. Gusto investigating was less thorough, more instinctive.
Hey, watch it. He's ours.
And we're proud to have him.
Kudos, a wise leader. Even I couldn't think that far ahead.
Very impressive.
I don't feel like this was that hard for someone to piece together, to be fair. Again, I kind of thought all of these pieces of evidence literally kind of contradicted the rock being the thing, right? There were claw marks on the side. The engineer yelled, "What is that?" When he said to a rock, if it was just a rock on the track, and be more like, "Oh, fuck."
Very impressive. But it does leave one question, Detective Bannings. The identity of this unknown culprit. Do you suspect this to be the work of some sort of monster? Or was this perhaps caused by another of those recently spotted cryptids?
Well, when you look at the facts,
It's a likely conclusion. We can't say for sure yet.
there's no question a cryptid would have the strength to derail a running train based on our experience. But while I can understand why that would be the most likely explanation, I can't say for certain just yet.
Yeah. Cryptids, they also don't seem like that smart.
I agree. Cryptids only spawn in the presence of the higher elements thus far, and I sense no sign of them.
Not to mention, we didn't see those blue plants anywhere nearby either.
Yes, I'm inclined to agree. However, this only further raises the question of what it is we're dealing with.
I think it is walled. I think it's walled all morbed out. All juiced up. And I got Potter Modder, big old machines there, maybe.
The Society's archaisms are a possible candidate too.
though I'm not sure how likely that is. Are they really the type to resort to such a drastic and blatant attack? Oh shit, something. Wall's hangry.
What was that?
It sounded like a monster.
It's no ordinary one either. Judging by that blood-curdling cry. Let me scan the area. Activate. Where is it? Where? Brains, get the photo course ready. We're getting a shot one way or another.
You can't be serious, Grace. I want to die in it. Ah!
Distance 10 Selgin moving. It is escaping to the west.
Let's chase after it.
Roger Wilco, baby!
Affirmative.
Get to the goddamn Lloyd mobile.
What? Are you out of your minds?
CGF will back you up.
There's no fucking time.
No, you should keep working on the cleanup efforts. You have a schedule to keep. We'll go and give chase.
If you're certain. I'm not entirely comfortable with it. We have no other choice. So it has to be here when the heavy machinery arrives. Stay in contact. If anything happens, we'll come to your aid. Understood, ma'am?
Wazzy knows. He's like, God damn it, I can sense Walt's stupid energy.
Grace.
You wouldn't happen to be planning to come along with us, would you? Well, I can't deny that I was considering it. But I get it. The situation seems stickier than usual, so I'll hang back this time.
For now, we'll head back to Crossbell City and draft up a break and report. As soon as we get the rest of our people together, we'll return to gathering some more material.
That should be safe enough.
Besides, if you guys followed us and got attacked, you might never get a chance to make that report.
Say that again. I don't know what this thing you're chasing is, but it's gotta be nasty. Have it caused a whole derailment. You better be careful and come back in one piece. Won't be able to get an interview out of you otherwise.
We will.
Thanks, Grace.
I'm wondering who gave Wald the drugs to, though, you know? Like who did this shit? Is it the society? And did they, like, want him to, like, attack the train? Or was Wald just, like, trying to get our attention?
All right, let's start a pursuit. First, we need to head west on the highway.
Claro. Let's go bag us a monster. I'm gonna go plant me a dumbass tree.
Wait, this box came back. Now get in the fucking car. Never mind. Not get in the fucking car. We're just running. Fucking running, bitch.
There it is again.
Let's go from the west. Don't gotta have Teoti's level of perception to tell that much.
It almost feels as though we're being beckoned, like when we first met sight. I concur. However, unlike then, I am sensing a hostile intent.
Either we're dealing with a monster of considerable intelligence, or something else entirely.
Regardless, we need to be careful.
I actually wonder if when we get over there, will it even look like Wald? Like, can he, like, turn back to himself before turning into a monster? I think he probably will. He'll probably talk to us before he morphs out. Wald, you big dumb. What have you demon done? Done.
What was that?
It's like something shattering.
Wasn't an explosion either.
It came from the south. Hurry.
Damn! Oh! Broke through that fucking gate.
Just look at this.
This gate's supposed to be made of some kind of reinforced alloy, too.
Unbelievable. There's no way this was done by some ordinary monster.
What, was derailing a moving train not enough? What the hell are we going up against here?
Well, no time to sleep on it. Better continue the pursuit before it gets away from us. If it makes it into the deepest parts of the forest, we're going to have trouble keeping up.
Yeah, good point. Why is Wazzy acting so strange?
He fucking knows. He can sense it using his crazy Wazzy powers. His crazy gay Wazzy powers. Holy shit! Not the training area.
Look at this big dum-dum making a mess.
Everything here is in shambles. These marks are fresh, too.
Only one thing that can mean.
Did you like climb down this little rope?
What's responsible is likely just below. I can confirm that. My sisters are picking up movement beneath us. But that isn't all. There's another strange presence, one that I can't quite put my finger on.
Really? Not even you.
Down this rope here is the survival training area. It's the heart of Nox Forest, a sprawl of dense woodland almost completely untouched by man.
If we're going down there to chase our culprit, we'll need to be prepared.
You're right. I've been there once for training at the police academy. The visibility is so bad you can barely see 5 ARG in front of you. It's going to be one of the most dangerous missions yet. Ellie, Tio, Wazzy, you 3 had better stay back.
Honestly, Lloyd, shut the fuck up! I would consider you to be a bigger liability here than the rest of us.
But if you think otherwise, we'd be happy to compare Sepith lines, sweetheart.
I get where it come from, Lloyd. The training down there is no joke.
Still, I think we'll be fine if we work together.
Yeah, we're a team. If anyone can pull through this, it's us.
Yeah, shut up, Lloyd.
Okay, you made your point. Just keep in mind that we have no idea what's waiting for us down there. Let's descend only once we're ready.
Of course. Roger.
I know what's down there. It's a big dum-dum named Wald. Who's about to fucking eat shit.
Okay, we're all set. Me and Randy will start climbing down first. After that, Ellie, Tio, and Wazzy will climb down one at a time. Noel, I want you to bring up the rear and watch our 6.
Heard. And count on me.
All right, you want to contact the commander before we head down?
Yeah, good call.
If the CGF isn't too busy with the repairs, having them as backup would be a huge help. Hey, we actually got a whole dungeon area down here. I'm sure we're just gonna immediately go down and fight a guy. And we got new music. Hey, it's got that blue grass everywhere. Is this where it's come from?
Look. Pleroma grass?
What the hell? No, this was here 2 months ago.
It must have begun blooming recently. Tio, can you sense the higher elements?
Yes, time, space, and mirage are all accounted for. This would explain the strange presence I felt on the surface.
Looks like it, yeah.
50 Mira says these training grounds are even more grueling than what you're used to thanks to them.
I sure wouldn't take that bet. Finding your way around this place is tricky enough already.
And now we have more than just getting lost to worry about. Be on alert for any monsters looking around.
Got it.
Got a new ass song too. Blah 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 blah. I should pick all these up while I'm running by the way. Just fucking rip that shit up. Ah, take this bird. Spring bird, ow. His name's Hootie Hoot. God damn it. Look at these sick twisted monsters that are forming down here because of this. Guard of the Forest. His eyes are so piercing that I can even turn enemies to stone. Oh, goody. I just love it when enemies can do that. Holy shit, this place is a maze. He's got a face on his leaves. Stay right fucking there. Where's your backside anyway? It's a banana bunch.
Banana bunch!
Oh, it is. Oh, it's supposed to look like. You're right, it is. I thought it was just giant leaves. No, it's banana.
It's a bunch of banana pants!
Die, banana pants! Holy shit, it's a giant fucking chameleon. And some of that weird shit now. Army chameleon! Reptilian monster named the Crossbell. Optical camouflage. Is sensitive to light. Yeah, maybe sensitive to this shit too. Ah! Celestial bomb. Which one do you think is a bigger mess? Crossbell's political climate or Ilia's room? Quartz fragment. Let's go. Hey, it continues. Genevieve, a beauty in the eyes of all, had long been ruled by her father, an aggressive businessman who longed for profits and peerage. Even after marriage, her nervous habit of finding imperfections remained. You still got a lot of that one. Holy shit. Shortcut path. There we go. Stay back, you stupid bird. Ah, sweet Sepith. The chest is looted in the forest. Does it make a sound? These ones do. So much dank blue plant over here, man. Just want to snore it up, become a god myself. Oh yeah, that'd be a good shit right there. Imagine how many berries I could break with all this blue shit inside me. All right, am I strong enough to deal with this? I am. Holy fuck, that's a lot of you guys. Oh god, what's wrong? It's going. Ah, fuck you. They can't stop themselves. Oh, you piece of shit. Stop that. Yeah, but God damn it, stop blinding me and turning invisible, you motherfucker. Die. Attack 3. Congratulations on beating what? Chest 9 Monstrum Nox. Shut up! Shut up, Jess! Look at this fucking hidden bitch here. Denim leather. More treasure? Well, yes, I have the finest treasures available for you. Simply remove my bottom panel and step into my cellar. But I was gonna talk about how you literally can't see him. Cyril wasn't the worst husband he could have chosen for her. He was among the kindest she was encouraged to court, to be sure. A little plain, but not unattractive. Quite timid and very awkward. Time for some shit, penguins. Where you at, Walt? I was almost gonna fight you in your goofy hideout, while all your friends watched in awe as you morbed out of your mind. A clearing.
It's the farthest I've ever made it during my training. Huh? Wait, is this always a dead end?
No, there should have been an animal trail up ahead too.
Looks to me like a bunch of trees fell and blocked the road. Must have happened sometime within the past month.
But if that's the case, where in the world did that monster run off to? Hold on, a detective presence nearby.
Did you just laugh at us?
You guys really thought that you could just waltz in here like you own the place, huh? You shifter brains never change.
Who's there?
Is this the real culprit? Were they controlling the monster all along? I can't be sure, but this voice, it sounds familiar somehow, as if we met them before.
No, it couldn't be. Here he comes. Get back. Oh, bro. Whoa, damn, waddling crazy. What does your voice sound like, by the way? All echoey and shit, yeah.
A demon?
So he did not turn back to himself. Damn, he's got a big... Wow, his club got bigger too, apparently. Yeah, just realized. It's his spiky bat.
No, but how? I don't believe it. It's just like the demonization Gnosis caused.
No way. Don't tell me.
Wald? Is that you?
It's been a long time, Bannings, Orlando. And you're here too, Wazzy. Small world.
So it seems. I knew that your taste in fashion was beyond saving. But even I didn't think you'd stoop this low.
Low? Piss off.
Wait a second.
Are you the one who rammed the train off the track?
Ha! You even have to ask. Thought you police dogs were supposed to be good at sniffing things out. You honestly think some puny monster could have done something like that? The only thing alive with that much power is me, Wald Wales.
How vile.
Do you even realize what the hell you've done? Yeah, I do. And hey, since you came all the way out here for little old me, what do you say we get this party started? Let's see you try to look down on me after I pummel you and your high horse right into the dirt.
Crap.
So you're going all out on this then?
You wish I could turn you all to dust with one hand behind my back. But you know what? I'd rather just beat you to a pulp, nice and slow, till you're begging for me to put you out of your misery. This power I picked up is the real deal. And now, I'm gonna make you eat it.
Oh boy. Vargas, stop. Ah! My fire base. Ow. All right, what are we dealing with here? Demon Wall! Damn, boy, that's a lot of health. 48,000. Wall demonized by Gnosis. Wields his now mutated sword as if it were nothing. It was fucking nothing. You're nothing. Ow. Holy shit. Oh god. Beat the shit out of us. Ow. Oh my god, we're literally dead. That didn't do shit. So apparently one of the things I have to do is I have to get this guy to 25% health within 10 turns. Is 10 turns include like one per character? That seems like that would be very hard. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. So it leads me to believe this is going to be a, we're not supposed to be able to win this fight. Or we're not going to be beating him now, at least. Yep.
I figure you put up a fight. Don't tell me I got too strong for you.
I'm gonna try that again, because I feel like I did not do that. Hey, there we go. Okay, there we go. That one, I just had to go in there with everybody's CP pretty high. And also, actually, I forgot we also had burst, and that was actually ready, and that gave me a bunch of churns real fast. And then we got no problem. There we go.
You're all that better than I expected. I was gonna drag this out a lot longer just for kicks, but now you're making me want to bite your heads off.
Seriously? It's a 6-on-1 and we still can't bring him down.
What's wrong, Wazzy? Not gonna drop a witty comeback? Maybe flash one of your pretty boy smirks and blow this off like you do everything else. Come on, I was looking forward to this. It'll make it all the more fun when I shut that mouth of yours for good.
Walt, where in the goddess's name did you get your hands on Gnosis?
That's right. Save for the samples taken for analysis. Supply manufactured by Joachim Gwinter should have been disposed of.
Damn, Walt, the hell'd you get it from?
Who knows? And don't get it twisted. This drug ain't what's giving me all this strength. Newsflash, punks. It's been inside me all along. The Gnosis is just a trigger to help bring it out.
Sure, bro.
That's what sets me apart from that quack Joachim. His power was never his in the first place.
He does have a point. Unlike what happened with Joachim, he doesn't seem in danger of going berserk.
Whatever it is he's drawing his power from, he's managed to retain control over it. What the heck? A monster! Mira!
Second Lieutenant! Thank goodness you're here. Does that mean the repair work is finished? For now, yes. We came as fast as we could, but just what is that thing?
Think I'll call it quits for today. Yo, SSS chumps. And you especially, Wazzy. You better give me the time of my life the next time we meet, or else. Just like that foot race we had back in the downtown district. It's the least you could do.
Bastard. Walt!
Where do you think you're going? All personnel to bow positions. Missile fire is authorized.
Yes, ma'am! Fucking start blasting! Bam! Big blah, 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 blah.
Oh, this tickles. You call that firepower? Big jump!
Damn, look at him bounce around like a little bunny. After the attack, the SSS, along with Mirai's units, scoured the vast dense forest for the demonized walled whales. Unfortunately, however, their efforts ultimately came up short. As the night wore on, the decision was made to abandon the search. The SS then returned to the city at around midnight and fell asleep. So tired they forgot to eat the hot pot Kia had so lovingly prepared. Damn it! It's gonna make Kia fucking sad. Well, then that makes Nico mad. So I'll put her back in that fucking penguin outfit right now. That'll help cheer everybody up. It's a rainy day today. That's right, they did say that yesterday. What the fuck? What are we doing here? I guess just looking around. We slept in Wall's bed just to show him. Just to show him what's what. Yeah, just to piss him off. How you like that, Walls? You fat fuck. How'd it go?
Not good. Don't know anything. They don't know anything. No one has seen Wald in days.
Looks like he's been keeping his little lackeys in the dark. They want to know where he is just as bad as we did.
Yeah, they seem desperate.
I see.
We tried asking the Testaments, but it didn't get us anywhere. There are no leads on Wald whatsoever. However, he was spotted shambling drunkenly around the neighborhood for a while prior to his disappearance.
There's no way to tell how that fits into all of this. What changed between then and now?
A better question is where the hell did he get his hands on Gnosis?
Are you alright, Wazzy? You're not looking too good.
I'm alright. Just a bit chilly from the rain. I've already asked Abbas and the others to continue gathering info. Let's put Wall to the side for now and return to the SSS building.
That's probably for the best. At least we have Kia's breakfast to look forward to.
I don't know what we'd do without her.
She's taking care of everybody else. Little baby, making food, a five-star chef meal here.
Phew, that was a satisfying meal.
You said it, nothing like a hot bowl of porridge to chase off the chills.
Indeed, the chicken and eggs were a nice touch. Thank you for the food, Kia. It was delicious. Hey, I'll just use the stuff we supposed to have for a hot pot yesterday. Are you full, Wazzy?
Yeah, took comfort food to a whole new level. My compliments to the chef, Kia.
I'm glad you liked it.
It's good to see you guys are back and fighting for him. Just to let you know, the CGF is going to keep investigating the walled whales case. So try not to dwell on it too much. Try not to dwell too much on how he beat your ass.
Whatever you say.
Still, Wald had to have acquired that Gnosis somehow. We had to figure out where it came from, no matter what.
The 2nd Division's already been sent out to do just that. And from what I heard, the 1st Division is also looking into whether or not the major powers are involved in any way. My point being, you should trust them. Don't press the issue by getting all keyed up.
Yes, sir.
Were they able to restore the railway after the derailment yesterday?
Yeah, only one of the tracks was functional by yesterday evening, but they managed to get the other one going overnight. All things considered, they got the job done without any hassle.
Phew, thank goodness. The Transcontinental Railroad is a vital part of the transportation network. Gas would ensue if it were still not operational.
It'd have been the perfect ammo for Erebonian and Calvard to give us even more shit than they ought to do.
Yeah, no doubt about that. So, should we check the terminal for support requests? It's about time for today's batch to come in.
Yes, let's. Hey, we got a phone call!
I'll get it.
I forget that's there sometimes.
Me too. Hello, this is the Crossbell Police Special Support Section.
Morning, it's me, Michelle, the guild receptionist.
Oh, good morning. Did you have a chance to look over our report on the society?
We did. It was helpful to be sure. I contacted HQ over in Lemon, and they're currently analyzing the info. Though, considering how elusive these guys are, I don't know how much we'll be able to find.
I see. Is that why you called us?
Oh no, there's one more thing. I had a quick question for you, actually. Have you seen Lynn and Aolia around lately?
Uh-oh. We saw him at the hospital, I think, yesterday.
We saw him at the hospital yesterday, last I recall.
Uh-huh. I see. Honestly, what the devil are those two girls up to?
Are you having trouble contacting them?
Sure am. Wasn't able to get through to their enigmas last night. Oh well, this does happen every so often, so I'm not too worried about them. Is that so? Well, no need to fret your little head over it. I'm sure you've got more than enough on your plate. You're dealing with the leader of those delinquents, aren't you? That's already a job and a half. Yeah, I suppose. Well, anywho, if you happen to spot either of them, give me a ring ASAP, okay? Keep up the good work. Bye-bye now. Thanks, Michelle. You too.
So like it was from the Bracer Guild. Something happened?
Oh, yeah. They'll explain that Lynn and Aolia have been out of contact with the guild since last night.
Lynn and Aolia.
Those two ladies who know how to hold their own. Adios was generous with her gifts to them.
Yep, just the way I like them. Just see how old he is. Hers are beauty. Second only to Cecile, of course.
I don't believe those were the gifts he was referring to. It's all the more reason to worry about them, honestly. The Bracers seem like the type to keep a tight handle on their schedules.
Yeah, when we fought those two, every move they made felt calculated.
Well, if you have time to spare, want to go and visit the guild? We all have to look out for each other in times like these.
Right, we'll keep it in mind.
Lloyd, are you guys leaving now? Will you make it back for Hot Pot this time?
Yeah, this time for sure. We'll try to call home as early as we can.
Assuming Wall doesn't show up and fucking destroy the city.
Sorry, Kia. You went through so much trouble to prepare it yesterday. We didn't expect to be out the entire night. No, it's okay. That just means you're working extra hard, right?
He's just like the best. He just rolls early. She give a fuck.
I just want to do what I can to help too.
Sparkles. Kia. She's too powerful for us.
According to today's weather forecast, the rain should stop in the afternoon.
Let's blow through these jobs then. We gotta hop out and enjoy tonight. Goddamn, says Randy Orlando. I'm mad.
Absolutely.
I'm mad. All right, do we have everything to report? Oh, I guess we're good. Okay. Wait, what about the one I was on? Well, I guess I'm not at the end of the chapter yet, so it's not technically over. You know if I got that bonus deeper or not? I'm pretty sure I did. I already saw what the two differences in the dialogue were. Driven to the brink. Oh my god, Mirai mission. Recently a reckless vehicle has been frequenting West Crossbell Highway. It's control for buses and Imperial tourists. Is it the shitheads? We help dealing with this issue in a timely manner and I asked for cooperation. Meet me in the Belgar Gate parking lot for additional details. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is the... Mirai was saying that somebody was like gonna show up, right? And she said, I might need your help with something. And that's right. This must be what she was hinting at. Huh. I'm also worried, maybe somebody else then. Somebody was on their way here. How did she know though? Geofront D. The Golden Cricket. Is this, southern end of the downtown district is now open. Wait, what? Of the downtown district? What? Where the hell downtown district is that? I thought maybe like the one by the Crossbell station, but huh. Okay. Hey, I think we should be able to finish this today. All right, it's actually not that much. Well, all right, guys, it seems like a good spot to end things here for now. It's another day, which means we gotta go talk with everybody, but there's not too many missions. Granted, though, there actually are still a couple of missions I also have to uncover, including a Vita exclusive one. The taste of this one will take 2 seconds, I think. We just have to go basically the final thing in Ursula. Mira's mission, a quick murder mission. I'm actually really curious what that thing in downtown is. I do not recall there being an entrance to the Geofront down there, unless it's like through the Imelda's house or something. Or is it over where like that kid is that's cleaning shit up? I don't know. But anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoy this episode. Even if please leave a like and a favorite and subscribe if you don't already become a picky penguin aboard the SLP, where the days are always sunny and the vids are always funny. And as always, guys, till next time, stay classy.